Hey, it's Angie with News OK. I'm here at the State Fairgrounds for the OKC Home Show. This is the brand new home show here in Oklahoma City, and it is starting today, Friday through Sunday. I'm here with Kinsey, who can tell us a little bit more about it. Tell us kind of what sets this one apart from the Home and Garden Show.
Yeah, well, this is an all-new show to Oklahoma City. The same company that puts on the Oklahoma City Home and Garden Show in January decided to launch this because people in Oklahoma City just love their homes, and they always get an overwhelming turnout to the January show. So they've decided to launch this show this April. And the way it's different from the January show is the January is a little bit more focused on landscape design, whereas this is really focused on home renovation. So people who are thinking about tackling those big renovation projects, this is the place to be.
Definitely. And there are a couple of celebrities who will be here as well.
Yeah, we've got Chip Wade, who is on HGTV. He's on Design to Sell and Curb Appeal the Block, and so he also owns his own construction company where he builds homes himself.
Tell us a little bit about what you do on Curb Appeal.
Well, Curb Appeal is all about exterior renovation. Basically, we have a budget of $20,000, and that includes labor and materials. So we go in, we do one big project and a couple of other smaller ones, and it gets the whole community involved. It's really fun. People come out of the woodwork and just start working on their place, but we do huge transformations on a street, kind of improving the whole area.
Nice. So you're going to be here, obviously, at the show. Yep. What are you going to do for Oklahoma City people?
Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be giving some presentations, and it's going to be all about design, both interior and exterior, basically filling in some of those gaps that you don't get from watching the network. HGTV is all about inspiration, and so are these home shows, so it's great to come and get ideas, but what I want to do is fill in some of those gaps, take people to the next level in their own projects.
So they can actually bring their own picture of their home, and you can kind of give them some tips?
That's right. Just like a couple of minute little consultation, just kind of help push them in the direction if they have some specific questions that's kind of stumping them.
Wow. So what inspires you? How do you look at a room or look at a home and say, here's what we could do?
Well, it's not as easy as it looks sometimes, but what I have to do is get a very, very clean slate. Whether it's the inside or the outside, I would take everything out of the room to start with, declutter it completely. So on the inside, that means all the furniture, all the lighting, take it all out. On the outside, that means getting all the dead foliage out of the way, anything that's in the way of you having a nice, sober judgment and a good picture of the outside. From there, you start bringing in the color schemes and the scale of new items that you want and piecing them in one by one.
Very nice. Now, you were even on the Oprah Winfrey Show, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, I was. I did a makeover for her a couple of years ago. It was a fun little thing, but I get to do a lot of really, really amazing, fun things that are very random. But that's what keeps it fresh and fun.
That's great. Yeah. That's great. Okay, so one last piece of advice, would you say have some good staples in the room and then accessorize from there?
Yeah, you always have to start with your focal pieces. I could say your investment pieces, the things that are expensive. You want to make sure that, along with your color palette and what I call the backdrop of the room or the built-in space, those three things have to be decided on first and have to kind of jive with one another. Once you have those, then the rest kind of falls into place.
And then Christopher Straub, who is on Project Runway, is going to be here, and he's a fashion designer, so it's a little bit different. It's kind of exciting. He's going to be making a dress out of home improvement materials, and you kind of have to see it to believe it. So it's really interesting, but he'll be out here as well.
And he also has great ideas on how just to decorate your home as well.
He actually started out, he's a fashion designer now, but he started out as a home designer and interior designer, so he has that background.
Nice, very nice. So obviously this is at the State Fairgrounds.
It's in the Centennial Building and the Cox Pavilion. So and there's also some fun things going on outside. We've got a stage set up, a grilling stage where people can come and get tips on outdoor grilling this summer. There'll be some local chefs giving presentations, and just a lot of fun stuff going on here.
How fun. And for more information, obviously people may want to see Chip and Christopher. How can they find out what times they'll be here?
Yeah, they can go to homeshowokc.com and get the full schedule. They can actually buy tickets at a pretty good discount. You can get $3 off if you buy them online throughout the whole weekend. And it has their schedules. Chip's going to be here on Friday and Sunday, and Christopher will be here all weekend.
And then the hours for the show itself?
The hours of the show are today from 12 to 9, Saturday from 10 to 9, and then Sunday from 10 to 6. So
yes. What a great place to get some good ideas for either redoing your home if you're kind of renovating, or if you're thinking about buying a new home. I'm sure there's some great ideas out here too. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.